Join us as we dive into the 4 shocking signs that Jesus is coming back, and we will find out together if you are truly prepared for what's ahead. What you hear and see will shock you. We're about to explore the 4 disturbing signs of Jesus' second coming. It's intense, but we gotta stay informed. But before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe to hear more about the Word of God. Today, we're talking about ancient prophecies. These signs are like flashing neon signs from God. So buckle up, grab your thinking caps, and get ready for a wild ride as we decode the mysteries of the Bible and see if these signs are happening right before our very eyes. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, let's talk about the weather. We've all seen the headlines: record-breaking hurricanes, wildfires raging out of control, and earthquakes increasing worldwide. Coincidence? Maybe not. The Bible tells us that in the end times there will be an increase in natural disasters. It's like Mother Nature is sending us a message, and it's time we start listening. Think about it. These events are becoming more frequent and more intense. Is it just me, or does it feel like something bigger is going on? The Bible talks about earthquakes in diverse places. It's making headlines every time you look. And don't forget about the floods. Remember Noah's Ark? But here's the thing. We don't have to freak out. Instead of panicking, let's use this as a wake-up call. Let's take care of our planet, reduce our carbon footprint, and maybe, just maybe, we can turn this ship around. Okay, enough about the environment. Let's move on to the next sign. Now let's dive a bit deeper into these natural disasters. Have you noticed how the news is filled with more and more reports of extreme weather events? It's like every other day there's a new story about a hurricane, a wildfire, or landslides. Scientists have been studying these patterns for years, and many agree that climate change is playing a significant role. The planet is warming, and with that comes more volatile weather. Glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, and ecosystems are being disrupted. It's a chain reaction that affects every corner of the globe. All right, let's shift gears and talk about the next sign of the times. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, this next sign is a big one. The rise of false prophets. This isn't just a minor issue, it's a significant warning that we need to pay attention to. False prophets have been around for centuries, but their influence seems to be growing stronger in today's world. And no, I'm not talking about your friend who claims they can predict the lottery numbers. While that might be amusing, the false prophets we're discussing are far more dangerous and deceptive. I'm talking about people who twist the truth, spread lies, and try to lead others astray. These individuals often have a hidden agenda, and their goal is to manipulate and control. The Bible warns us about these wolves in sheep's clothing. And let me tell you, they're sneaky. They blend in so well that it's often hard to distinguish them from genuine leaders. They come across as charismatic, charming, and oh so convincing. Their ability to captivate an audience is unparalleled, making it easy for them to gain followers. They might even perform miracles or make promises that seem too good to be true. These acts can be incredibly persuasive, leading many to believe in their false teachings. But don't be fooled, my friends. It's crucial to remain vigilant and question everything. Just because someone appears to have supernatural abilities or offers solutions to all your problems doesn't mean they are trustworthy. Their words might sound sweet, but their intentions are anything but. They often prey on the vulnerable, using their charm to exploit and deceive. They're like those spam calls promising you a free cruise. It's all a hoax. These false prophets are experts at making empty promises that lead to disappointment and disillusionment. So how can we protect ourselves from these false prophets? Knowledge is power, people. The more we educate ourselves, the better equipped we are to recognize and resist their deceitful tactics. Study the Bible, learn to discern truth from fiction, and don't believe everything you hear, even if it sounds convincing. Engage in discussions with others, ask questions, and seek clarity. Remember, the truth will set you free. By grounding ourselves in the truth, we can break free from the chains of deception and live a life of genuine faith and understanding. Okay, let's move on to the next sign, and this one's a real downer. But it's essential to be aware of all the signs so we can navigate these challenging times with wisdom and discernment. Okay, this next sign is a bit of a bummer, but we gotta keep it real, right? It's important to face the truth even when it's uncomfortable. We're talking about the moral decline in society. It's a topic that's been on everyone's mind lately, and for good reason. And let me tell you, it's not pretty. The signs are everywhere and they are hard to ignore. Everywhere we look, we see greed, selfishness, violence, and a general lack of empathy. It's like the very essence of what makes us human is being eroded. It's like everyone's forgotten the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. This simple principle used to be the foundation of our interactions. Remember when people used to be polite, respectful, and actually cared about their neighbors? Yeah, me too. Those were the days when community meant something. But these days, it's all about me, myself, and I. The rise of social media has only amplified this self-centeredness. People are so caught up in their own lives, scrolling through social media, chasing likes and followers, that they've forgotten how to connect with each other on a human level. It's a digital age paradox. We're more connected than ever, yet more isolated. But it's not just about being nice. It's about our values, our morals, the very fabric of society unraveling. The symbols and institutions that once held us together are now fraying at the edges. The Bible warns us about this, about a time when love will grow cold and people will be lovers of themselves. It's a prophecy that seems to be unfolding before our eyes. It's a sobering thought, but it's a reality we can't ignore. The issues we face are complex and multifaceted, affecting every aspect of our lives. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are still glimmers of hope, acts of kindness, and communities coming together to make a difference. We can still turn things around if we remember what truly matters. All right, guys, this last sign is actually a good one. We're talking about the spread of the gospel to all nations. That's right. The message of hope, love, and salvation is reaching every corner of the globe. It's like a spiritual wildfire, spreading faster than rumors on a high school group chat. Think about it. We have access to technology and communication tools that previous generations could only dream of. We can share the gospel with people from all walks of life, from all over the world with just a few clicks. It's incredible. It's like we're living in a time where the words of Jesus are reaching more people than ever before. And that's something to be excited about. It's a sign that even in the midst of all the chaos and uncertainty, God is still at work. He's still reaching out to us, offering us hope, and inviting us to be a part of His story. So let's get out there, share the good news, and spread the love. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about the increase in natural disasters, the rise of false prophets, the moral decline in society, and the spread of the gospel to all nations. It's a lot to process, right? But here's the thing, we don't have to live in fear. Instead of freaking out, let's use this knowledge to fuel our faith, strengthen our resolve, and live each day with purpose. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. Let's spread kindness, compassion, and love wherever we go. And most importantly, let's stay connected to the source of all hope, Jesus Christ. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay hopeful. God bless you and yours.